Today I'm talking about the relationship that film and digital effects have with real life robots. I mean, who wouldn't want to make the cool and sleek designs? But let's face it, they are mostly from visual artists, not engineers. This can make more creative challenges, of course, and they are sometimes reality checked. But I'm still waiting for someone to make a fully working, autonomous feeling Wally trash compactor. Okay, first off the bat, I want to talk to you about the magnificence of Blender. It is a 3D software that allows you to create, model, 3D print, do all of that good stuff, and also do CGI, which means computer generated imagery. Blender is a free package that includes two rendering engines. The first one is Cycles, which is a ray tracing engine which is slower, but it produces a lot better results. Eevee is a physically based real-time renderer that is a lot faster as it's real-time, but it produces worse results. I want to take a few seconds to explain why it's a free software. There is a Blender Development Foundation, and the creator of Blender admitted to not being interested in money. There's a long-running joke that no one admits to using Blender in the film industry, well, except from Barnstorm VFX, but we don't talk about them. Right, now that we've got that out of the way, I want to talk about photorealism. Photorealism is creating an object or a scene in your chosen 3D software that looks like an actual photo. There's usually 4 steps to this. The first one is modeling, which is creating a object in 3D space that mimics a real life counterpart, like say a chair. Next is texturing, which is applying a material to your object that you already created. Next is lighting, which is mostly done by the software, but if done wrong, then it can have disastrous consequences. Next is compositing, which is doing stuff like denoising, like when you have a render, it has these little particles which you can quickly get rid of, but I don't use the compositor much. Okay, but how about CGI and VFX in normal movies? It's usually best used when you don't notice it actually being used, like say a green screen with environments behind it. You just set up the green screen, have the people in front, key the green screen out, and then add in the environment behind it. There are actual people that's been made with VFX, such as the Blade Runner 2049 human. The team making this described it as a technical and creative challenge. Okay, that's VFX in normal movies, but what about movies of robots? Because that's what we want. Okay, Star Wars, C-3PO is just Anthony Daniels in a suit. R2-D2 is just radio controlled and played by Kenny Baker, alternatively. BB-8 is usually keyed in with CGI, but there's 7 different physical BB-8s, and it's not really CGI. With Mouse Droid, it's just remote controlled. Okay, most iconic robots were made practically, but there's still that use in CGI in less universal but more technically impressive robots, like Transformers and Terminator, which have key aspects in the design of well-known robots like the Karate mech in China. This footage that you see now is part of a little tracking project that I didn't have time to finish before this, but I'll tell you how this works. Each point you see, the computer tries to keep that point in the same place on the footage as the footage moves around. This doesn't always work, and of course will sometimes veer off, so you need to set it back in the right location. Then you solve the points together and it tries its best to detect the motion and then generate a scene based on that, which you can add things to, and then it will move around with the camera. As I said earlier, I am making the mouse droid from Star Wars as well. I find it interesting to actually recreate the things that are a huge part of these massive productions, but in real life. The next random thing we need to create is an animatronic tortoise. Goodbye and thanks for listening.